Hey traders, this is Jeff from zentrader.ca, and tonight's update is going to be all about the dollar. I'm going to take a look at multiple views of the actual US dollar itself and of UUP, since I can actually I can't look at intraday charts of the US dollar on stock charts, so I have to use UUP. So first, this is a weekly chart, 10-year, and you can kind of get a broad picture of where the market's been and where we may likely run into some significant resistance based on historical precedents. With that being said, it looks like right around 87 could present some problems, and that's a good $4 away from where we're at. I fully expect us to get there based on the current trend. And I am not of the opinion that we are overbought, as some are. I mean, if you look at the weekly chart here, we're not even above 70 yet. So we've got the capability to really get this thing going in overdrive. I think the move that we've seen over the last couple of weeks is more or less a warm-up. Sure, we may pull back a little bit, but if you're basing the fact that the markets are going to rally because the dollar is overbought, that's not a very, in my opinion, a good trading strategy nor a good methodology. Let me show you this daily chart of the dollar. You can see this move from 78 to 83. This is nothing when you compare some of the moves in 08, 09 that we're capable of. And having seen this, I think it puts a lot in perspective. And when you go to this weekly chart, I think if you were to draw a line right at this high, that's a logical place to think that we could pull back, springboard, and then head higher. We may just continue to head higher. I mean, again, the correlation has been up dollar, down markets, and we've been kind of floundering these last couple days. In the general markets, we've been kind of rallying a little, selling off, rallying a little, selling off, kind of doing this intraday correcting thing where it's kind of relieving some of the oversold pressure in the markets, which I think is a good thing if you're bearish. I think it could be setting things up for another wave down in the general markets. Let's look at UUP. What I wanted to show you is, sorry, got these charts together. The strength of the ADX. Okay, here's something. It's very strong, and as long as the positive DI is above the actual ADX indicator itself, then the trend will likely persist and continue to move higher. I do think that this particular trading instrument will probably pause a little bit, but I don't think that the reaction is going to be very strong. For instance, on the dollar, I think that we could pull back. If I had to put a target, I had figured out about around 80.5, 80.75. So, you know, it may come down a couple dollars. But then I think it's inevitably going to be moving higher. So really, if you're long, the only thing to do is add, and if you're not in it, then when it does pull back, to establish some sort of position in the dollar, and you can do that through UUP. The other thing is if you look at UUP, this is a 60-minute chart, 6-month, 60-minute, 2240 to 2260 could be an area. This chart just doesn't move very much. I mean, from here to here is a whole whopping $1.20. So you really have to have a big position in this, or use options of some sort to really get some decent gains in this. But this could be an area of support that it might pull back, and it could, you know, maybe just pull back to 2260, maybe pull back to 2240. But I don't think this is going to get that much of a reaction. So again, the US dollar is far from overbought, in my opinion, when you really go back and look at what it's done historically. So talk to you guys later.